Sketch has been caught with a secret OnlyFans account where he made gay porn. Neon gets into a confrontation with Nate Diaz, as well as an update on the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, and more on today's episode of Things I See on Twitter. The internet has been set ablaze. Over the last day, Twitch streamer Sketch has been caught having a secret OnlyFans account, and the news went absolutely crazy. At first, a lot of people weren't sure if the pictures were real or fake. Me included. I didn't think the pictures were real. I thought it was fake. I thought maybe it was a lookalike. A lot of people say I look like Neon, so maybe it was one of them kind of situations. But Sketch would later upload a video where he did confirm the rumors to be true. And in the video, he goes on to speak about the fact that he was going to self-delete, jump off a bridge. You know, that was his plan of action. If it weren't for people supporting him, like his friends, like FaZe Banks.
That was me. It's okay, though. I will tell you what, 2 years ago, I did some stuff. You know, I'm a changed person. Yeah, that was me. I fucked up. I won't do it again. Plan A was, and I will say candidly, was to probably to call it quits if this ever came out. But some people saved me. Shout out Banks. Shout out my parents. Shout out y'all. Like, I fucked up, but I'm changed. Yeah, that's about it, though. My original plan was, there's two things. One, either be delusional and think it's never going to come out, or two, what's the plan after? The plan after was not very good. If I was alone and I was at my house, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now. The people at FaZe, Banks, especially.
And I mean, a lot of the community, a lot of streamers, massive big YouTubers came out in support. One of them being the owner of FaZe Clan himself, FaZe Banks. Not everything needs to be broadcasted and farmed, but since y'all want to jump to crazy assumptions, Sketch told me to post these receipts. All the FaZe boys were with him last night. Sketch was my homie yesterday. He's my homie today. He'll be my homie tomorrow. You guys are fucking weirdos. Along with this screenshot here, you awake? I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to involve you. Bro, what do you mean? You're our boy. You didn't have to dip. You didn't involve us in anything, bro. You good. I'm over by the airport. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. Come back. You good. Boys put up on me, woke me up. They said they wanted to make sure you're good. I'll come now. I just need someone to talk to. Along with this picture of Sketch leaving his house, and this as well, which ended up getting memed. But yeah, and you had, you know, so many streamers. You had Tyson as well coming out in support. You had the whole AMP squad. You had Jinxie crying. You had Steve will do it. Tifu. I mean, just so many people, man. So many people coming out in support of Sketch, as well as a lot of people hating. A lot of people hating. Obviously, the internet being the internet. People are just going to jump at him, man. People going straight for the throat. Obviously, like, shit like this has never happened before. One of the biggest streamers on Twitch had a gay OnlyFans 2 years ago where he got piped down by BBC. And obviously the internet's going to go absolutely crazy. You had Bruce drop him off. You had Sneeko, Myron Gaines. You had so many people hating on Sketch. And look, man, like, I don't know where I really stand with this. This is a bit of a complicated issue. Part of me is sitting here thinking, if Sketch was my boy, if Sketch was my friend, one of my friends who I've known for like 10 plus years, you know what I'm saying? We're like family, we're like brothers, we're tight, you know what I'm saying? He's the type of friend I'd do anything for. If we're that kind of, like, if it's that close of a friendship and shit like news like this came out, I would still be friends. I'd still be friends with him. I'd still be friends, you know what I'm saying? I'd sit here and I'd have a chat with him, be like, yo, what the fuck you doing? That's a bit mad, the stuff you're doing. But if that happened to my friend, I'd still be friends with him. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't end the friendship there. But then there's so many motherfuckers on the internet who are not going to speak out against this. Who are not going to say that what Sketch done is wrong because they're scared to get cancelled. There's so many streamers, YouTubers, online personalities who are just supporting Sketch because they don't want to get cancelled by the LGBTQIA community. Don't hate me for saying the truth. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate me for saying the truth. There's people out there, there's YouTubers who are scared to say how they really feel simply because they don't want to get hated on. They don't want to get called a homophobe. So then, oh, Sketch, we support you so much. You're so brave. You're so strong. So that's where I stand. That's where I stand with this, man. Say your honest opinion. If he's your boy like that, if he's actually your boy, when this camera turns off, if you're chilling, if you're hanging out together, you know what I'm saying? If you got him like that, go ahead. But I don't like seeing people supporting Sketch simply because it's like the cool thing to do now. It's like they don't want to get cancelled now, you know what I'm saying? We got to treat it the same way we treat chicks on OnlyFans as well. Everyone's disgusted when they see girls on OnlyFans getting piped for some money, you know what I'm saying? But we got to treat it the same way with Sketch, bro, you know what I'm saying? We got to treat it the same way. We got to treat it the same way. We can't sit here and say, he's changed, he's this, he's that. I'm sure he's changed a lot, you know what I'm saying? He went from taking BBC to the top Twitch streamer on the internet, you know what I'm saying? He's changed a lot. There's no doubt about that. We still got to say, hey, yo, that's mad. There's a reason why this homophobic shit is a sin in every single religion. Doesn't matter which one, doesn't matter how old the religion is. That shit is a sin, bro, you know what I'm saying? And we got to call it for what it is. I just don't want to see people who are too afraid to speak their mind, to speak the truth, to speak what they really think, because they don't want to get cancelled. And I know for an absolute fact, 90% of people speaking out in support publicly of him, they got different opinions behind closed doors. When the camera shut off, they ain't with that. They're not with that, you know what I'm saying? And there's very few people who are going to say that's a bit mad. That's my only problem. If you're actually boys with him, fine. Back him, support him, go ahead. But I don't want to see fake support. I don't want to see the virtue signaling. I don't want to see your people just supporting him just for the sake of supporting him. Just because you're scared of a few dislikes. I don't want to see people supporting that shit. I also wanted to say, like, it is actually kind of sad that he said he wanted to kill himself over the whole thing. Like, that's a bit mad as well. He wanted to kill himself because of the reaction that he would have got online. And obviously, like, I do kind of feel bad for him in the sense of the internet is a crazy place, man. The internet's a crazy place. People will say all sorts of things. People will hate on you. There's no repercussions. It's just through the screen. It doesn't really matter. People will say anything and everything on the internet. 99.9% of people have no idea what it's like to make videos online, to be on the internet and get hate comments. Most people just don't know what it's like. And obviously, like, I'm nowhere near as famous as Sketch or anything along those lines. But like, when you are getting comments online, hundreds of them, just people hating on you, it does affect you to a small, like, to some degree, it does. I don't care how thick your skin is. When you're seeing hundreds of comments of people just talking shit about you, just saying things, you know what I'm saying, to you that don't even know you, to some degree, it will affect the person. It will, definitely. I do kind of feel bad for him on that. Like, bro, it's got to be a mad thing, like, mentally, what that would do to you, bro. Like, over the last 2 years, this guy's been, you know what I'm saying, carrying that secret around, knowing that eventually it's going to get leaked. And bro, like, I don't get how he's been sleeping at night, you know what I'm saying? If I was him, shit, that's crazy. That's crazy. It is a bit mad, you know what I'm saying? That was really just my opinion on it, man. I got annoyed seeing all the support, all the fake support. I know that there ain't that many people out there supporting of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? I know that for an absolute fact. Go out in the real world and speak to people. There's very few people supporting this stuff, and there's just YouTubers out there who are going to support it just so they don't get cancelled. That's it. Don't hate me. I'm just speaking the truth. Moving on to the next story. Neon got into an altercation with Nate Diaz and Jack Doherty. Neon's been on smoke recently. Not really. You know, Neon just acting like a fucking idiot. Neon's just being Neon at the end of the day. Neon and Jack Doherty were at the bare knuckle fighting championship where they ran into each other and had an exchange.
Boy, what are you getting at? Get out of my face. Get out of that.
So there we have the video there. We can see Neon was on smoke. He was on smoke. Not really. He was kind of just dodging Jack Doherty and then he got pushed. This shit is just kind of funny to watch. It's like seeing little kids fight. It's like seeing two girls fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're both pussies. They're both pussies. Like, so it's kind of funny to see. I ain't gonna lie. But Jack Doherty had to get back and get up.
Stop, bro. Stop. Who am I walking? Yo, you're good, bro. Stop. He's gonna drop.
And then we can see Jack Doherty getting flung by Neon security, man. He just got tossed like a salad. You know? He just got thrown around, man. You know what I'm saying? And look, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even know how real this shit is. I thought it was fake until I saw my man Neon in the Matrix, bro, dodging all these punches. You know what I'm saying? Just peep Neon. Just peep him. Look at white shirt, man. Look at white shirt on the left. Guy comes around. Boom, Neon ducks the punch, man. Neon ducked the mean right hand. You know what I'm saying? So after I saw that, I was like, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they orchestrated that whole thing, so it's probably real. But Neon wasn't done there because he went on to troll Nate Diaz as well in this clip here.
When you do get knocked out, are you going to retire?
Who said that, so I know who you are?
Or
that little bitch boy, you fucking little pussy faggot. What the fuck?
if you do. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be watching. I'm excited to see both sides, but
I'm gonna kick you in your fucking leg, motherfucker. He said when you get knocked down. Hey, P.S. Fuck you.
I have a lot of respect for everyone, man. It's just I want to see a great fight.
Fuck you. He said when you get knocked down, right? Yeah, fuck. Little shit kids like this little bitch talking in this motherfucker that is like changing the times. Need your little ass whooped. I got little girls over here that'll fuck you up.
And obviously, like, Neon's not about it. Like, Nate Diaz is a pro fighter. He's an elite, the best of the best level fighter. Nate Diaz, out of everyone, he's about it, you know what I'm saying? Choke out men on the street kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of guy Nate Diaz is, choke out random on the street. And it was just funny to see Neon caving like a bitch. He wasn't even standing on business, bro. If you're gonna say, yeah, stand on business, back the beef. Come on, man. Like, this is just classic Neon shit, which obviously he knows how to piss people off. He knows how to get a reaction from people. But bro, don't fold like that, man. Don't be folding like a lawn chair, man. Don't get, like, come on, man. Come on. He folded instantly. Instant fold, man. Come on, man. If you're going to say shit like that, at least back it. At least back it, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't end there, because as Neon and his security were leaving, they got jumped.
What did he say? I blacked out. What did he even say to me?
Bro, he was cooking for a minute.
Okay, wait, car, get in the car. I'll call hospital. Just get in the car. I'm sorry. Please, I'm sorry.
I swear every single time shit like that happens, oh bro, I blacked out, bro. I don't even know what happened, bro. I blacked out, cuz. He just goes for the same classic excuse every single time. Yeah, bro, I just blacked out. I don't even know what happened. Shut up, bro. You're sitting there holding a mic. The guy's 3 miles away from you, and what, you blacked out because he said a few words that made you black out? Come on, man. I'm not buying that shitty lame excuse no more. And then when he gets chased, he just sits there, goes for the I'm sorry, bro. Come on, man. Come on, this guy. But he wasn't done there. His security was having a go at him in the car, man.
Smash a door. You don't run into a parking garage when shit is happening. You listen to what I told you. That is why I sat next to you and told you. That is why I told you when we were walking. That is why when you sat down and asked me to show you what's going to happen if you do it, that's why I showed you exactly what was going to happen. And it happened exactly like I told you. You have to listen.
That was great. Did you retards not see them all running at me full speed? Are you dumb?
Bro, stop. Never mind. I'm done. I don't need to talk anymore about it. Y'all do. I'm sitting here telling you, and you want to talk to the chat. Talk to the chat.
And this guy, obviously, like, I don't know what's wrong with him. He sits there, says shit like that, gets chased down by Nate Diaz and his team. His security's getting mad at him, and the guy's sitting on the phone talking to chat. It's like, it's not only your life you're putting in danger, it's your security as well. Your security's gonna be the one to fight for you. And you're not even gonna sit there and listen to the guy when he's trying to speak. He's putting his life at risk for that motherfucker. And when he's trying to chat to him, he's sitting on the phone reading the chat. Come on, if I was his security, I'd slap the motherfucker in the face and leave, bro. That's just disrespectful. You're putting your life on the line for this kid, for this retard, and he's sitting there, chat, what do we think, chat, W chat, W's in the chat, or L's in the chat. You can tell he's lived his life on the internet. He's lived his entire life on the internet. An update on the Jake Paul vs Mike Tyson fight, which we covered last video. That fight has been postponed and moved to November 15th. Now, we spoke about Mike Tyson being an old man, and is he really going to be able to compete with a 20-something-year-old Jake? Of course not. And this is only good news for Jake, because Jake is only going to get better, and Mike is only going to get worse. This doesn't help Mike in any way, shape, or form. Jake is at the physical prime peak years of the male athletic performance. He's only going to get better over the next 6 months. He cannot get worse. Even if he tried, I don't think he could get worse over the next 6 months. And Mike, there's no shot on earth earth, Mike is going to keep training for another 6 months. Just call the fight off, man. Just call the fight off. Mark my words, I'm no fight expert, but Mike is going to get beat to a pulp, man. Mike is going to get beat if the fight even happens, which honestly, I doubt it will. I reckon we wait 3 more months, 4 more months, it's going to get cancelled, bro. There's no way. But the replacement opponent for Jake is Mike Perry. Now, this guy's a legit fighter. He's the bare knuckle champion right now, undefeated. He was in the UFC as well. This guy's like, he's a legit fighter. He's not a boxer. He's a bare knuckle boxer. Obviously, it's still a bit different, but yeah, this guy's very, very legit. He's legit. He's 32 years old. He's got more experience. It's not like he's old and washed up like most of Jake's opponents. He was 14-8 in the UFC. Obviously, not the greatest record in the world, but for someone like Jake, that is going to be a difficult fight, as well as being currently undefeated in the BKFC. So if we look at his stats right now in the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, he weighs 184 pounds or 83 kilos. He's 5'10", so he's shorter than Jake. He's also lighter than Jake. The fight's going to be at cruiserweight, which is around like 200 pounds. And he's 5-0. His recent fight was Eddie Alvarez, another UFC fighter. Eddie Alvarez, fought Conor McGregor, as well as a fight against Michael Venom Page. So this guy's, he's legit. He's legit. Now, obviously, Jake's got a height advantage. I think Jake's about like 6 feet tall, and he's got 15 pounds on him. So I'm genuinely interested to see how that fight ends up playing out. I think it's a close fight for Jake. I genuinely think it's a close fight for Jake.